The Batch Activity tab will show you a snapshot of all activity on the merchant account for the last 3 days. It is broken out by the activity type. You can see authorizations, pending volume, ACH returns or ACH notice of change, batch volume. The batch volume are settled items that have gone out for settlement, as well as declines. It depends on how the merchant account is set up. You'll also see next to that particular line item, you'll see the item count and volume that made up that particular for that day. If you select the date, you have the ability to drill down into a particular batch for details. If you drill down, you can drill down into the merchant DBA level, which will break out the activity per DBA. If there were more than one DBA under this particular merchant, you would see them listed here. Again, you'll see the item count and dollar amount, total transaction count, net and gross amounts to the right. You have the ability to drill down even further. This will bring you out to the individual batches that were processed under this DBA. There were 2 credit card batches as well as 2 ACH batches. Again, showing the item count and dollar amount, total transaction count, net and gross amounts for each batch. We can drill down even further into the individual batch to see a list of all items that make up that batch. You can scroll at the bottom of the page. If you see the next, you can scroll through to page 2, 3, 4, depending on the volume of items within the batch. Top upper corner, you have the ability to export this data into one of the 5 formats for easier reading. You select the type, select OK, select the format you would like the data exported into, select OK. To view the transaction, you can select the View tab. You'll see the life cycle of the transaction at the top between the Authorization tab and the Detail tab. The Authorization will show you when the item came in to be authorized. The Authorization tab or Authorization record will show you the last 4 digits of the credit card, the expiration date of the credit card, the card type, and the transaction type, the dollar amount, the BRIC, as well as the card holder information. You'll also notice over here the AVS response. This was no. We also see this card was keyed. The CVV had no response. You also have the network that was processed through. The detail record will show when the item settled. Again, we have the card number, the BRIC, the card type, the transaction type, as well as the purchase date, the dollar amount, and the central processing date. Central processing date is the date the transaction will appear on the merchant billing statement. If you scroll down a little bit further, over on the right, you'll see the merchant paid. This means the merchant has indeed been paid and this item is closed. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the hierarchy, which will show you the merchant, the DBA, down to the terminal where the transaction originated from. If you like to search using different criteria or you need to expand your date range further than 3 days, select your Show Filter button and you have the ability to search by specific criteria listed in the drop-down and by entering the data or expanding by using your date range. The last note I'd like to make is I'd like to reference the legend in the lower right hand corner, which will describe what these icons to the left of the description of the activity type are represented down in the lower right hand corner in the legend, which identify different transactions that might need attention, need to be looked at. This particular batch volume contains ACH returns or chargebacks. The little clock represents items that are pending and have been sent off to settlement.